Hi and welcome on the Hands-On Time. My name is Mal and I'm doing watch reviews for you. So the topic of today is about Ratio, a brand that is coming to us from Singapore. A brand that my subscribers are already familiar with because I presented to you this beautiful baby here that I still truly love, okay, which is a Ratio diver. I really love that watch. I said in my video, before, that I wasn't about to wear that watch with suits. I'm still not wearing this watch with suits, but I do wear this watch with sports jacket, blazer and casual chic outfits, and I really wanted to keep this watch for that purpose. So I bought myself another one, okay, the same watch. Yeah, I really dig this brand and I really dig this watch, and for casual purposes. And I had a ton of compliments with this watch, especially with that combo. With the, this is a Timex, okay, NATO straps, the yellow one, and I had like people that had Rolex and Omegas on their wrist asking me what is this brand. So really nice. So go and watch my my video on this Ratio. Wonderful brand, wonderful watch. A brand that does really premium watches at an affordable price. So I was really happy when Ratio contacted me to present to you this watch, okay, which is a pilot's watch. So I don't have, for those who know me, I don't have pilot watch in my watch collection. Why? It is because in the past I really wanted to find one. So I was interested by the Seiko Field watch, which looks like a pilot watch, but the 7S26 inside the movement really made me look the other way, because I don't like this movement. You don't have any hand winding capacities, and I stay away from it. Then I looked at AV8, yeah, too big, not really my cup of tea as well. Then I found about Stoic watches, wonderful. I wanted to buy this watch that you actually seeing on screen, but it's discontinued. Stoic had an end, and they are not making any more watches. So yeah, I was really pleased when Ratio contacted me, so to present to you that beautiful watch that you can see here. So they know that I'm about the truth, and that I'm only saying the things that I think about watches. So I got to keep the watch. I'm not being paid like other YouTube channels for a review. I just got to keep the watch, and they know I'm about the truth, so I'm about to tell you exactly what I think about this watch and nothing else. I did, a partnership in the past with a Chinese brand, okay, which went sideways. I finally been reimbursed by PayPal and not by the company. That was the deal, because I told the entire truth about the watch, which was a nightmare. And you can find it on my channel. I'm not going to tell you which brand it is, but you just look at nightmare, on my channel, and you will find the brand that I'm actually talking about. So spoiler alert, night and day, okay, with this watch. This watch is wonderful. So the cost, how much will you pay? Because I didn't pay for this watch, like I told you. A nice box, by the way, really nice box, way better than a Seiko box, for example. Okay, the packaging is wonderful. So 190 euros on Creation watches for this beautiful baby, okay? But the Ratio department of Creation watches was really nice. They gave me a discount code, okay, for my subscribers, so you can you will be able to get 10% on this watch. So yeah, 190 euros with, for you, 10% on this watch. The specs, what are the wonderful specs for this watch? So the lug-to-lug distance first. The lug-to-lug distance is amazing, especially for my wrist, because I don't have big wrists. 46.26, okay, 46.26 lug-to-lug distance for this watch. So really nice. The case diameter is 38 millimeters only for this watch. They also have a 40 millimeters version of this watch, which has a dial that is a little more busy, I would say. Okay, so everything is made out of 316L stainless steel. Okay, beautiful work that they did on the case. We are going to talk about that. Of course, you have a blue sunburst dial, as you can see, and a sign crown with the Ratio logo, as you can see there. The strap is made out of genuine leather, and it's a quick release strap. As you can see, the back is made out of stainless steel. Okay, so really wonderful specs for this watch. And I have to say, I put all of my dress watches, all of them, on Milanese strap because I'm fed up with, you know, straps that come with all these watches. They are not good. It's not the case with this strap. This straps, my friend, is really wonderful. Okay, it's soft. You don't need to break in this strap. It's really a nice strap, and this is going to be the only strap, okay, the only strap, a leather strap that I keep, you know, on a watch, because it's really good. It's that good. The stitches are wonderful. It's really well made out of course, genuine leather. Let me try and focus here. Will I be able to do it? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, genuine leather, as you can see. And the buckle is really massive. The buckle is really at the level of an IWC watch, for example. Okay, a pilot's IWC pilot. It's the same type of buckle. And you have the Ratio, you know, logo on it, if you can see it. Okay, so that's it for the specs. But I have to admit, I was keeping like the best for the end. 200 meters of water resistance, my friend. Okay, 200 meters of water resistance on this watch, which is sort of an anomaly at this price point. Okay, 200 meters. So inside, oh sorry, I haven't talked about something else. Inside you have the NH38 from Seiko, okay? Not the NH35, but the 38, which is a good thing. Why? It's because you don't have any ghost dates. You know, ghost position, sorry, on the crown. You know, all the time, even Longines, you know, is guilty of that. They are putting, you know, some movement with ghost dates, with ghost position, for, you know, cost cutting, you know, purposes. On this one, it's not the case. Okay, you have the excellent NH38 inside, which means you don't have any ghost position. And that's wonderful. So screwed down crown, the crown is screwed down, okay? It's really well balanced with the rest of the case, big enough to grab it easily, like my Seiko Presage. Really nice, love this type of crowns. Easy to operate and to hand wind, really satisfying. Up, you just have another position, hackable, as you can see. You set the time, put it back on place really easily, and you screw it down back really easily, as you can see. So wonderful. Yeah, 200 meters of water resistance. That's why the crown is screwed. So you're going to tell me, Mal, you have other watches that have 200 meters of water resistance. Well, pilot watches tend to have 30 meters of water resistance, okay, or 50 meters of water resistance, like the one I just presented to you, which is the Bulova Lunar Pilot. You know, you can find the review on my channel for this watch, which is 50 meters. Or when you're lucky, you have 100 meters of water resistance. You also have, it's true, some Zen watches that has 200 meters of water resistance, but these watches are close to the, you know, $2,000 or euro price point. There is another one, which is a Chinese watch that I'm not gonna cite. If you know which brand I'm talking about, you know, tell me in the comments. There is a Chinese brand that does a watch, a pilot's watch, with 200 meters of water resistance, but I mean the watch is really badly finished. Okay, it's not at the level of what Ratio is actually proposing. So yeah. Wonderful specs, sapphire crystal, I don't know if I said it. Okay, beautiful dial, 200 meters of water resistance, 38 millimeter case. I told you you have a 40 millimeter case as well if this is too tiny for you. For me it's the perfect size, 46 millimeter lug to lug distance, screwed down crown, beautiful genuine leather quick release strap, which is really wonderful and really soft and comfortable. I told you that this will be the only leather strap I keep in my collection. All the other watches I put on Milanese because I was really fed up with the leather strap that there was, you know, on these watches. But this one is wonderful. So wow, the bar that Ratio is actually setting is really high. The good and the bad. What's good, what's bad about this watch? Well, everything's good about this watch. Like I said, Ratio is setting the bar really high. There are not much things that are, you know, bad about this watch. The specs are crazy. The finishes, we are going to see the finishes, you know, in the Let's Take a Moment section, are tremendously good. And there's, I would say, only one thing that is not really good about this watch, which is the lume, because the lume on this watch is nuts. If you have the time to see the review on this watch, the lume on this watch is the best lume I have in my entire collection. I mean, Seiko is under it, Orient is under it, even maybe high-end watches like a Rolex must be under it. It's really nuts what they did with the lume on this watch. They did a crazy good job with the lume on the 40 millimeters version of this watch. But on my version, okay, the 38 version, it's a good lume, but it's not the craziest that I've seen in my life, okay? So this is the only, I would say, downside of this watch. Otherwise, this watch is close to perfection when it comes to pilot watches. And I'm happy that I didn't went, you know, with the Stoic watch that it was discontinued, because I have, you know, that one right now. And it's beautiful and above all the expectation I had with the pilot watch I wanted to have. So how to wear this watch? Simple, casual, and casual chic times. Okay, casual watch and casual chic times. And of course, I'm gonna put this watch on a NATO strap as well to go and swim with it, because I'm, you know, about to swim. I want to swim with this watch. Okay, so casual chic for sure, and sports even, like you know, swimming. I'm gonna swim with this watch, 200 meters of water resistance. Why wouldn't I? And there you go for the wrist shot. So, like I told you, look at that. Look how beautiful this looks. The thickness on the 12, 11.70. I don't know if I gave you the thickness. Well, there you go. 11.70 thickness. Nothing. Looks beautiful. And the comfort of the leather strap is crazy good. Okay? You don't need to break in. You have it, you put it on, done. You're done. You don't need to break in, you know, this strap. It's really a comfortable strap, and it's going to be the only one in my entire collection. I'm done with leather strap except for this one. Really nice. As you can see, stands beautifully on the wrist, and the size for a 16.5 millimeter wrist, by the way, is really good. This 46 point something lug to lug distance really helps. As you can see, stands beautifully on the wrist. I love this watch, and I'm really happy to add it to my collection. And there you go with the lume. So as you can see, really nicely applied on the hour hand, really nicely applied on the minute hand, And good surprise, you have Lume on the Arabic numbers as well. But it's not as crazy as the 40mm version that they did on their pilot watch. The other version is way crazier than this. So it's not a crazy Lume, like in the tradition of many pilots' watch, in fact. Compared to the other watch, compared to that one, for example, which is the other ratio watch, look at the difference, it's crazy. But the Lume on this ratio is really nuts. But this is a diver watch, you know, so maybe you would need a lot more Lume than a pilot's watch, which makes sense, by the way. But look at the difference. That one is really nuts, like I told you. So guys, let's take a moment. So let's first have a look at the finishes on this watch, because the finishes on this watch are crazy good. Look at the brushing work that they did on the case. Really nice brushing all the way along to the lugs, on the case. The finishes on this watch are perfect, honestly. Look here, really nice. Don't give attention to to the prints I left on the case. Let's have a look at the dial. Beautiful blue sunburst. And you know, with ratio, when you order a blue watch, it's actually a blue watch, you know, not like L'Oreal or Tevis or all this Chinese brand. You order a watch and the watch is purple. Here it's a profound, beautiful blue with a tremendously good game of light. So the blocks, the indices that are you know, put by blocks, really nice. Put the emphasis on the pilot, you know, type of instruments that you can find on a cockpit, really nice. The triangle at 12. Then you go with the hands. So if you look at the hands, they have been cutted, you know, at their peak. Again, to put the emphasis on the instrument type of hands that you can find on the cockpit of the cockpit of a plane. And if you can see, if you take a look at the second hand, you can see that there's a sort of trident on it, really beautiful, which is, you've guessed it, the logo of ratio. The sort of two that you find just above. It's the repetition of this. It's really nice, beautiful. Let's have a look at the back. I didn't show you the back. So you have a Skysurfer, which I really love because none of us are pilots, let's be honest. So a Skysurfer is actually a nice touch. I really like it. Water resistance, 200 meters, like I told you. A sapphire crystal. Stainless steel case. And Movement Japan, which is the wonderful NH38, which allows this watch not to have a ghost position on the crown. Really nice, beautiful watch. Simple but complicated at the same time, with all, you know, this little things that they've created all around the dial. Really nice. I love this watch. So final thoughts. My final thoughts are easy. Well, go for it. It's a really nice proposition. Even like I said, an anomaly with the 200 meters of water resistance. What they are proposing and the specs of this watch are close to perfection, except for maybe the Lume. You know, that is not like the craziest Lume I saw in my life. This watch is wonderful. This watch is really good. And ratio, please just keep up. You know, keep up doing some beautiful things, especially with the newly you know, release that you did. Wow. Honestly, I love this brand, and I'm really glad I have this one. So if you like what you saw, well, like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget, you have the link of the watch, which is not affiliated. Okay, you can click on it. I'm not going to earn anything from it, and a discount, okay, code in the description. Use it. This is for my subscribers. I've been given, you know, by the Ratio department of Creation Watches. They are really nice. Again, thank you for the honor that you are making me, you know, by presenting this watch to the world. Wonderful, wonderful.